Hey there YouTube, it's me, Tifal Wilderness. Welcome to my channel and welcome to a third Korean toy review for this month. A bit unusual because usually I only buy 2 Korean toys a month and they form the basis of my reviewing schedule for any given month. But this month I got a third Korean toy because I was gifted one at TF Nation by the man, the legend, the absolute star, Mr. Gary Churm, aka Hotrodneyprime. Because in the bar on Friday evening, I came up to Gary and he was sat at the table with Lucan of Lucan's Teas, and Lucan had bought a load of bots and they were spread out all over the table, and we were messing around with them, and then Gary says, I've got something for you, just wait a moment, and he nipped back to his room and he came back and handed me this thing, for want of a better word. So what he has given me is a Tobot figure, a Tobot Mini figure, but it's actually a knockoff. It's actually a KO of a Tobot Mini figure, and not only is it a Tobot Mini figure, it's a combiner, and it's what's referred to as a copolymer combiner. And I'm not a fan of copolymer combiners, because copolymer combiners are combiners where instead of having like robots that then form limbs to then form a giant gestalt, on copolymers you get like vehicles which then form limbs to a giant gestalt. They don't have robot modes of their own. And the Tobot toy line did a few of these, and the Hello Carbots line did a lot of these. I'm not a fan of copolymer combiners, but anyway, c'est la vie. Gary, the absolute star, you know, he gifted me this thing, and I thought, well, if a friend gives you a Transformers toy, then the least you can do as a thank you to them is to review it for them on their behalf. Right. Right, so what have I got? Well, what I've got now, here is the original figure, Tobot Quatran, or Quatran. It's quite a big combiner, and it's made up out of the four, was it Tobot D, Tobot C, Tobot W and Tobot R. Now, I've got some of the original figures of these characters, like I've got the original Tobot D, and I've also got the original Tobot W, and I've got the original Tobot R, but I don't have an example of Tobot C. So, in getting this set, I now have an example of Tobot C. But this thing is a KO. It's not an original version of the figure. It's a knockoff of the mini Tobot Quatran. So not only is it a copolymer combiner, but it's also a dirty, filthy knockoff. So and it's of the utmost knockoff quality, has to be said. Right, so let's get into it. So first of all, here we have, Tobot Mini Quatran R. Right, so now one thing you can see about these is these figures came with stickers which have been very sloppily applied to whoever originally had this toy. Like you can see here, the stickers which were to form the windscreen on the truck mode have been just slap dashed all over the front, and some of the stickers have faded, and yeah, so that's great. There's not a lot of paint on this thing. There's a sticker on the back. It's got pinned wheels. It's got a bit of very sloppily spray painted paint on the front for the toe key port and the bumper and the lights. Nothing around the back. A few bits underneath, but it's just a vehicle. And then obviously do a quick comparison with the full size one. There you go. And you can see the colours on this are quite muted compared to the nice bright red of the original toy. So yeah, there's that. Then there's Tobot W, and here's Tobot W again. It's got some. Now, whoever put the stickers on this thing, you get some stickers for the rear windscreen, but for some reason they stuck them on the front windscreen on some of the car formers, some of the car bots in this set. So yeah, and you get like a really crappy sticker for the grille of the vehicle. Some very poorly applied paint apps. It's got the same sort of wheels. Not much more you can say about it. Obviously, because this is the scaled down version, it's got like some compromises to the engineering compared to the full size figure. So you've got these dirty, filthy, sort of cutouts in Mini W's you know, sort of alt mode. Then underneath you've just got something like that. So there's the full size W. So I've got him. Then we've got Tobot C. Now, obviously, I haven't got a version of Tobot C. Tobot C is one of those characters. I mean, obviously, let's get a. I've got this catalogue here. There you go. There's Tobot C with Officer O. Not really a fan of Tobot C for some reason. I just didn't really like the look of it, so I didn't actually get it. But and I'm kind of hoping in this new Tobot 2023 series they're going to do, you know, reworks of some of the other Tobot figures. We've got X, Y, and Z, and then we've got this SOS, you know, sort of emergency figure set. But I'm hoping that they will do, you know, reworks of, you know, some of the older Tobot figures like Tobot W, Tobot C, Tobot R, and stuff like that. But we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, based on a Kia police car, it's got some very shoddy sort of paint apps going around on the lights and on the windows. Again, whoever applied the stickers has put the rear windscreen sticker on the front windscreen, so it's got no windscreen on the back. It's got some, I mean, the paint's rubbing off in places on this thing. It's got wheels, and also this one has got loose combiner joints on it as well. But at least it's a version of Tobot C. And then finally, oh yeah, I haven't got a version of the big one of Tobot C, so I can't do a comparison with it. So, like I said, this is the only version of Tobot C I've got. And then we got Tobot D. Tobot D, a little dumpy little car. Again, same thing. The sticker for the rear windscreen's been put on the front windscreen. Yeah, whoever applied the stickers didn't know what they was doing. Guess got some slightly iffy paint apps. Got the wheels. It rolls quite well, and it's like a pale shade of blue, and it's also got the Tobot D logo down there. And also I've got the big Tobot D. And also another thing on the Tobots, when they went into combiner mode, they changed colour from their original colours to their combiner colours, which was a bit weird, but it's something that they did in the show. But anyway, you get these guys, right? You get these four vehicles, right? And they form the mighty Quatran combiner. So you start off with Tobot R. So to start off with, you take the front of the cab, and then you pull them out like that, and then take them down on these hinge pockets, and then there's some clips on the side, and they clip into there, and then split the legs, and then you get this flap and fold it down to the back, and that's very loose. So there's the legs for the combiner. Okay, then you get Tobot W. Now this thing's a bit fiddly to transform. You've got to open the roof. Now when you're putting the roof back down, it's kind of tight. You open that up, then you've got to bring out the sort of the torso section. But first you've got to sort of flip round the head, and then you've got to try and get this torso bit out, and it's very difficult because it's super tight. Oh, there we go, and that clicks into place. And there's that. So then you get the legs, and there's a slot in the top and a slot on the bottom, and that just slots on like that, and that gives you the torso. Then you've got the arms. So then you want to have it on the side that's got the writing. So do Tobot D first. You open the back, right. You've got the combiner port, which you bring out. Then you've got the robot fist, which you bring out. And then you take it, and there's a slot there, and there's a combiner port there, and you slot that in like that, and then you get the back of the vehicle mode, and you flip it up like that to form the shoulder pauldron. And there's one of the arms. And then the Tobot C, same thing. I mean, this one's got a very loose combiner port. But yeah, so you flip them out, and then you slot that in like so, and you bring this bit up, And there you go. There is Tobot, well, mini Tobot, or knockoff mini Tobot Quatran. Yeah. Obviously, usual Tobot quality, well, usual KO quality, shall I say. Yeah, it doesn't sound very good. And the original toy of this is known for being a bit of a brick because it doesn't do a lot. So there's nothing, the articulation, there's nothing at the head. The arm, got a little bit of motion there. You've got a motion that goes around like that, and that's it for the arm. Oh, you've also got a bit of an elbow, but he's got you know, monkey hangers, the way the arms work. Nothing at the waist. The hips, 2 clicks. Is it 2 clicks? 1, 2, yeah, 2 clicks on the legs. So yeah, the spread only goes that far. The the hips don't move backwards and forwards. The knees don't move either. And there's nothing at the feet. So the only articulation it's got is in the arms. It's a pile of crap, this thing. But then again, fair play to Gary Churm, you know, Hotrodneyprime, you know, gifting me this thing because he did it for a bit of a laugh, and yeah, I mean, you've got to laugh at this thing because it's so comical, it's so crazy, it's so silly and stupid and naff and rubbish, and yeah, and like I said, it's a dirty, filthy knockoff. It's a copolymer combiner, so it wouldn't appeal to me in the slightest if I was looking to buy one of these. And the original figure, as you can see, the engineering on it is not very good, and it's, you know, the fact that it's a KO makes it just that little bit, well, makes it a lot worse actually. But anyway, yeah, I got gifted this at TF Nation by Gary Churm. What a star! And so now I have this thing in my collection. Fair play to him, yeah. Thanks, Gary. I hope you realise you've gifted me the worst bot of the month. But yeah, so there you go. That has been my somewhat potted review of this thing that I got as a gift at TF Nation from the great Gary Churm. You got to have a laugh, haven't you? You got to have a laugh, and I think that was the whole point of it. You know, it was Gary having a laugh, and yeah, I could see the joke, the funny side of what he was trying to do. So thanks, Gary. Yeah, you, like I said, you're an absolute star. You're a legend. So anyway, that has been my, like I said, a third review for this month. A bit of a just throw it up and see what happens kind of thing. Dirty, filthy knockoff. Not much more you can say about it, really. I was tempted to do this as a small stuff review, but I wanted to do do a quick size comparison with the original Tobot figures that I've dug out of my collection, and yeah, he's still got the noisemaker in him. Yeah, there we go. So anyway, I've been TFL Wilderness. Yeah, this is going out on Saturday the 26th. End of month bot haul to come, and then that's your lot. So yeah, it's been an interesting month, and rolling on into September. So I've been TFL Wilderness. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you all next time. Ta-da.